have you heard the story, the Pat McAfee C-Gap story? Have you
Absolutely.
heard? You have? So what are your thoughts on that? Why did you have to do that to?
So I'll definitely give you the backstory.
Okay.
The time is finally here, one of the biggest videos on the channel yet. I had the opportunity to sit down and have a questions and answers with Troy Polamalu, all thanks to Head & Shoulders, man. What a fantastic weekend, and all thanks to Head & Shoulders. You guys gotta let them know how much you appreciate them hooking your boy up. Literally one of the greatest weekends of my life. Got to meet so many different people. Got to experience Super Bowl 54, so once again, shout out to Head & Shoulders for making this possible. And really quick, before we get into the video, I do have to say, the audio in the video is a little trash. The building that we got to record in was extremely loud, so we did the best we possibly could, so apologies for that. But still, man, it's Troy freaking Polamalu.
First of all, thank you so much for doing this, guys. We're here with legend Troy Polamalu, former Pittsburgh Steeler great. And what we have done is I asked you guys to give me some questions to ask Troy, and today we are going to get your questions answered. Now, first question, we're here for Super Bowl 54 with Heads & Shoulders. What is your Super Bowl pick? If you had to predict, who do you think is going to win on Sunday?
If I had to predict, man, I don't know. It's really tough. I'm a big fan of the San Francisco 49ers organization. I believe they built it through culture. Big fan of Patrick Mahomes as well. But I believe this game is built by the players in the games. I think John Lynch I've been a big fan of his as a general manager. So I'm going to go with the Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes, okay. That's a little crazy because when you think about it, you have the Kansas City Chiefs, arguably the best offense in the league, and 49ers, arguably the best defense in the league. So you're going offense over defense here.
I'm going my boy over the defense.
Okay. Awesome. Fair enough. All right, next, we shy away from football a little bit. We've got to talk about the hair. We've got to. So first question is, when did you start growing out your hair? When did that begin?
Since birth, man.
Since birth?
That's the first time I got my hair follicles done. So I started growing out actually when I met my wife in college. I haven't cut my hair since I met my wife.
Okay, so that was the next question. Yeah. I was going to ask, when's the last time you cut your hair? So that's
probably junior year, sophomore year in college.
Okay, so you're only 21 now, so that was just about a year ago, right?
Yeah, it's a long time ago.
All right.
It's like 17 years ago.
That's insane. So you've been growing your hair for 17 years.
And my kids have never cut their hair. So,
really?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So that kind of, since you've been growing out your hair for 17 years, what's the secret? What is the secret?
Natural, man.
Natural, okay.
Natural and classic, man. You can never outgrow the natural. You can never outgrow like the afro, the long straight hair, man. It's gotta be natural.
The secret is natural and Heads & Shoulders.
Absolutely. Classic clean.
Classic clean, okay. All right. So next question, staying a little bit on the hair. So right now in the NFL, is there any current NFL player that stands out as having the best hair? Is there anybody you can think of right now in the league that has hair that even compares to yours?
Well, I definitely got to throw a shout out to Patrick here.
Okay.
We shot a commercial over the last summer. I'm sure we'll meet again this summer to hopefully get some more content. And I'm sure he's definitely growing his hair out just a little bit more. So I'm gonna go with Patrick.
Awesome. Patrick does have some pretty nice hair, so that's understandable.
He's got the tight curls, you know.
Yeah.
The long, big ones.
Awesome. All right, so this was the most asked question. I probably got at least 1,000 responses, and about half of them were the same question. So, have you heard this story, the Pat McAfee C-Gap story? Have you heard it?
Absolutely.
You have? So, what are your thoughts on that? Why did you have to do that to?
So I'll definitely give you the backstory.
Okay.
It was really funny the way things work out serendipitously. Is that our special teams coach had approached me and said, man, we always run a block to the field. This is what we've been doing all year long. This is what we've been doing during, we need to find a time to throw it into the boundary. And we had talked about this before the Indianapolis Colts game.
Okay.
So I went to him on the sidelines. We discussed like, hey man, they're probably going to make this field goal or extra point, whatever it was. It's like, let's just throw it in right now. It happened to be at the exact same time.
Awesome. That is awesome. That right there is why Pat McAfee didn't get the biggest moment of his career.
Yeah, man. It was actually Spidey sense.
Okay, Spidey senses. Okay.
Had to get my inner Peter Parker working
All right.
there, man.
See, it's funny because I kid you not, there was at least 500 times somebody asked me that question. So, and a lot of
To be very honest, I could tell by Pat's energy and the way that he came off the sidelines. He seemed way too excited. His work field goal.
Okay.
So he kind of showed his hand. You know, he's got a lot of tells in this game.
So part of the fault is in Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. He showed his hand on the sidelines for sure.
Have you guys ever talked about it or
No.
Oh, awesome. That's awesome.
Pat's a great dude. I actually watched some of his podcasts.
Okay, yeah, he's an awesome guy. So that had to be asked. I guess everybody's gonna be happy now to know the answer of how or why that happened. How often, if ever, do you play Madden or other video games? Do you ever sit down with your kids, maybe play? FIFA. That's funny. I'm a huge FIFA guy too.
Man, me
I
too.
honestly play FIFA more than any other video game. Do you have a favorite team?
Absolutely. Barcelona, man.
Barcelona, okay.
Barcelona to me is like Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh, that actually is a really good
Because
connection.
it's all about possession, which is like running the ball on offense, and they play good defense. And of course, they got the alien of a player, Lionel Messi as well.
That's awesome because I'm a huge soccer guy too. I actually just got back from the UK. My favorite team is Everton. They're an English team.
Okay.
And actually, like literally 2 weeks ago, went and watched. The field was beautiful. That's awesome. I had no idea.
You know who I met is Tim Cahill.
Okay, Tim Cahill. Yes. He's a legend. Everton legend. Yeah. Aside from Pittsburgh, for away games, did you have a favorite place to play?
Absolutely. So
I think I have an idea of what you're
okay,
gonna say.
you name it.
Is it Baltimore?
No.
Okay.
I've had some bad memories in Baltimore.
Bad memories?
No, there's some good ones there too. Lambeau.
Okay,
It's
that's
such a
understandable.
classic field in a classic stadium. What was really cool is that sometimes, or when I was younger, I would hear the frozen tundra and all this sort of stuff. One of my most favorite games is we were playing in late December. I want to say during Christmas week. The tundra truly was frozen. We had no playoff implications on either side. We were both out of it, so it just became a fun, Christmas backyard game. And it was freezing. It ended up being a score out, and I think we ended up winning. But it was really, really fun. But Lambeau, the Green Bay Packer fans are great. You know, the classic Green Bay Packer line is, "If I wasn't a Packer fan, I'd be a Steeler fan."
Okay, yes, that's awesome. So this isn't on here, but so did you like playing in the cold?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Really? See, I cannot run in the cold.
See, when you gotta scrape snow off your windshield and do that stuff, and you get a team coming from Miami or San Diego, man, it's only advantage.
Yeah, that's your favorite time, huh?
Absolutely.
Okay, so next question we have. So, in your playing days, if you had to name one, who was the toughest wide receiver you had to ever defend?
Oh man, that's tough. There's a lot of great receivers that I've played against. I played against Jerry Rice, T.O., Randy Moss. I think somebody who doesn't get mentioned much is Calvin Johnson. He didn't put as many
I had
years.
questions about him too.
But I meant, to be honest, if you were to put the most best people together and you went to go play another planet, Calvin Johnson would be one of the starting receivers.
Yeah,
for sure.
I had a lot of questions asking how tough it was to defend against Calvin Johnson. So that's crazy that you mentioned
at
it.
his best, I don't think you could. But you could say the same thing for T.O. and Randy Moss.
What is your most memorable moment in the NFL? Being an NFL player.
All of the memories, my favorite memories, honestly, are all locker room memories.
Okay.
Between meetings, just hanging out with the guys. There's some funny things that have happened on the field, that are always stick out. But sometimes there's a lot of trash talk between players and stuff that end up being really funny.
Yeah.
But those are all the memories that I really enjoy, not necessarily plays.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, just a few more. If you had to choose 2 active NFL current players, one offense, one on defense, to build your team around, who would it be? That's got to be a tough one.
So for offense, probably Patrick.
I expected that one.
For defense, man, I want to say I really like Khalil Mack or Aaron Donald.
Okay.
One of those
Can't
two
go
guys,
wrong with them. Great players. This was a big one too. I've had a lot of people asking how your experiences have been in the film industry because we know you've done a little
Moana.
Yeah.
I got cut out of Batman.
You got cut out of it.
I got cut out of Batman. Man.
Come on,
I didn't make the credits on that.
They can't do that to
Yeah.
Troy Polamalu. Come on now.
And then my film's crying, my little things I do with head and shoulders as well. I really enjoy that. I really enjoyed being on Moana as well. Working with Disney has been a blessing as well.
Awesome. All right, so we actually have two more. Have you ever thought about getting into coaching? That's another big one. A lot of people, they're wondering, Troy Polamalu, is he ever going to come back to the sidelines?
Oh man, I'm just coaching my children right now, to be honest with you. But I don't foresee myself coaching. But you never know.
Yeah, awesome. All right, so last question. So what I do, I make YouTube videos for a living. So do you ever find yourself watching YouTube? And if you do, is there anybody you regularly watch? Or
Absolutely.
Awesome.
I love watching YouTube, to be honest. I like watching a lot of podcasts.
Okay.
So a lot of that. Sometimes I'll just watch a lot of, like sports channels and stuff like that.
Is there anybody that stands out? Any one YouTuber?
I don't know. I like watching a lot of different things on YouTube, whether it's, people shooting pool or, Joe Rogan's a big famous guy. Yeah, I really like his podcast. Then there's kind of like the whole Joe Rogan crew, like the Jocko Willink and David Goggins and all those guys. Those guys are really cool, awesome to listen to. But also becoming like the how-to people, what I mean? How to become an electrician to YouTube.
Yeah, helpful. It's helpful.
Yeah, it is.
But the one you didn't answer, so you watch me all the time, right? All the time, every single day, all the time.
Of course, yeah.
All right, so that's all I have. Thank you so much.
Not anymore with the Boston stuff. No.
Not a Red Sox fan?
Not a Boston fan in general.
Really?
No, I'm joking.
Man. All right, well, thank you so much, man. This was awesome. Thank you once again to Heads and Shoulders. So, guys, hopefully you'd enjoy. Make sure you like the video if you haven't. Subscribe if you're new. With that said, peace.